Jeev, August Falcha, episode 21 of the Pikey Podcast. It's old enough to drink in America. Connor, how you doing?
I'm good, yeah, good. Lovely day today. Went for a bit of a gallop. Fresh as the days, you know. Stayed away from the shot Saturday night, so things are looking up.
Smart man. How long did you jog for?
About 23 minutes. About that. 1 minute off, 3 minutes on. 1 minute off, 3 minutes on, you know.
I'd be lucky to finish 2 miles in that time.
Yeah, the back gave in there around unit 4 there, so went backwards for one of them.
Oh, you doing interval training?
Yeah.
I've heard that's the way to go.
Yeah, seemingly now.
But that's like the top way to get your cardio in order,
yeah.
Is the interval training.
Yeah, it's getting harder and harder now.
Yeah.
Getting harder and harder, you know.
Yeah, though this is 30.
Yeah, but once you get going, you know.
Yeah, get a little loose, you know, get the body moving, the blood flowing a bit.
Yeah, you'll be getting the dad strength from now on as well.
Well, I won't, not because of being a dad.
No.
Let's make that perfectly clear.
Farmer strength, dad strength, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I like farmer strength.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Bagel strength, yeah. Scientifically proven.
Champions League draw is out. 8 great matches. Schalke and Man City.
They'll have that one in the first half, I'd say.
Yeah.
City. They'll absolutely hammer him.
They should anyway.
Sané going back to his first club.
Think Atletico will give Juventus a run.
Oh, it's hard. That's very hard to call, isn't it?
That was an intriguing one. That one kind of caught my eye a little bit. Like
anyone who likes defending now would want to watch that. It could be 1-0 over 2 legs. Could go to penalties. You just don't know. Maybe Ronaldo to make the difference.
Spurs, Dortmund, 2 teams that are good and never quite seem to win anything.
That's going to be the opposite of the other game. It's going to be end-to-end stuff. I fancy Spurs.
Yeah, you would over 2 legs.
Yeah, I fancy Spurs.
Yeah. Lyon, Barcelona.
That's the one where it could be a shock. You see what Lyon did to City? Similar type of play. Took 4 points off City. And they're basically out of the French league. They've nothing to play for.
They absolutely smashed Monaco at the weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Henry with some very broken sounding comments.
He's done, isn't he?
He's got to be.
Get him out of there.
I think we said out by Christmas, and it's only a week away now, so...
He's doing in the 3rd month what Jose Mourinho does in the 3rd year. Throwing lads under the bus.
Oh, we'll get to Jose in a minute here. But Roma-Porto, that's probably the least attractive of the matchups, I'd say there.
That's a who cares one, isn't it?
That's whoever goes through there is getting knocked out in the next round, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a soft one, isn't it?
Ajax, Real Madrid. So before the first leg, Madrid have Atletico and Barcelona, and also aren't in the best form this year.
No, they were booed off at the weekend, even though they won 1-0. And Ajax won 8-0 this weekend, but you can't really go by that, really.
David Blind had a hat-trick.
He had. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, what a player. Ajax, you wouldn't know. Like, these games are in 3 months' time, so... You just don't know what's going on, who's injured, who's on form. But it could be a little bit of a surprise. That one and the Lyon-Barcelona game, there could be a little bit of a surprise there.
Then the 2 that we're going to probably talk about more than any of the others, United, PSG.
Yeah, look, that's only gone one way, I would think.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid now if I was United. But you never know, like, if they can keep it tight and frustrate PSG are a little bit windy. And I don't think they like being in a battle too much.
No.
And if United can keep it nice and tight and hit them on the break, you'd never know.
I was thinking there, like, in the away leg for PSG, United play like a Fellaini, Pogba midfield at Old Trafford. PSG wouldn't really like that.
No.
They're not used to playing a match like that.
No, Fellaini is very effective, like, he's just, like,
like his Marquinhos.
Yeah.
It's soft.
A little bit soft, yeah. Thiago Silva's a hardy boy, alright.
That's true.
Yeah, but, you know, Kimpembe is back there as well. He's a bit of a liability. So, you never know. He's the key. Fellaini's the key.
Yeah. Did you see Rabiot today? Club said that he's not going to play the rest of the season because he won't sign a new contract.
Yeah, so he's probably going in January now.
Right.
So, could go Barcelona. Liverpool will be linked to him as well. He's a good player.
His mother's his agent.
Oh, yeah. That was a good sign.
Yeah.
Although he's retired from international football because he wasn't picked for the World Cup, so he must be a bit of a hothead as well. I suppose he's French.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just a normal French person.
Yeah. And with the way Didier Deschamps picks that team too, like, he'll let the personal grudges get in the way of his best side if he has to.
He will.
He's got no problem with it.
He has plenty of them.
Benzema.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't blame him for that one either.
Yeah, true. He's what a scumbag.
He's only 5 minutes away from a controversy, isn't he?
That's true.
Something with drugs or kidnapping someone or prostitutes or whatever, you name it.
Yeah. Ronan Lahan, I know you're listening, and yes, that scummy guy we know is still in my phone is Karim Benzema. He'll know what I'm talking about there.
Of course he will.
Liverpool Bayern.
Yeah.
Liverpool, they'll probably have too much.
I'd worry if I was Matt Hummels or Jerome Boateng playing against that Liverpool team.
That's an old back line.
Yeah, you still have Robin. Although Robin's flying it.
Yeah, he's going well.
Yeah, Ribery's okay, still going okay. I think Liverpool will have too much energy, too much pace. But you never know, Bayern Munich could be out of the league by then and just playing for the Champions League. And it's hard to know if that's a hindrance or a good thing.
It's hard to know what'll happen with January too, because any of these sides can improve or not.
Yeah, because they're going into a winter break now as well.
Right.
And they're kind of pressing the reset button. And you never know, they could come out flying it after Christmas. I know they have the likes of Kingsley Coleman back there as well. Lewandowski is sticking goals away for fun again. Yeah, you just don't know. 3 months' time. But
yeah, we'll definitely revisit this topic again. Yeah,
no, that's it now.
no, never again. You mentioned the winter break there. Do you think the Premiership could stand to have one? Now, League of Ireland is on like the US schedule, where they play spring, summer, fall.
Jeez, I love Christmas in the Premier League. It's the best time of the year, really, isn't it?
Yeah, like the Stephen's Day fixtures, like...
Yeah. I suppose they do get flogged a little bit, don't they? They do get flogged. But then again, they were saying that was the problem for England's failure at World Cups and stuff, and they got to the semi-final. So, look, I don't know. And how many Premier League players were left in the latter stages of the World Cup? Right. There was a lot of them. I don't know. It's all in their head.
Right.
It's their job, isn't it? Yeah, but don't introduce a winter break, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's for us. I don't care about them.
Liverpool smashed United. That should have been worse than 3-1, I think.
3-1 hammering.
Yeah.
Really, wasn't it? 36 shots to 6.
Beats the 0-0 draws the last 2 times in Anfield.
Yeah, like, they can't even park the bus right now, can they?
Yeah, they were very poor.
You know, like, just the way they had it set up, United, with Herrera and Matic in the middle of the field. Like, Gary Neville was saying there's no one in there that can pass the ball, but why doesn't he pick someone that can pass the ball? Pogba can pass the ball, Fred can pass the ball, Andreas Pereira, who I think is very hard done by, I think he's a good player, is hard done by. Herrera just drives me crazy. What does he do? He's the Basque Harry Arter.
Wow.
That's what I was just looking at him yesterday. Jeez, I know there's a player like this somewhere. I was like, that's Harry Arter, the Basque version. I think he's just useless. He's a farce, really. You feel sorry for Lukaku. He's no creative there to give him balls in behind. That's what he's looking for, because he can't. He's build up play. He's the first touch of a bus. They tried. They did their best. Bailly, I thought, did very well on Salah. I thought he was good. But yeah, Liverpool were just streets ahead. And I don't think Liverpool were that good.
No, especially in the first half. Across from Fabinho for the first goal.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Man of the match.
But other than that, like, they should have been away at the interval, I thought.
They were.
And Alisson, Howler.
Yeah.
Jesse Lingard.
Yeah.
Don't will be happy with that, but...
That's all he did. But Lingard, like, gave Robertson a free roll in the second half. He was up against no one. I don't know. Mourinho was cooked, I think. So there's a power struggle there. Yeah, who's going to leave first, Pogba or Mourinho? And I think it's going to be Mourinho.
Easier to replace the manager than all the players.
Yeah, plus, like, Mourinho, he's just waiting to be sacked, I think.
It's like he wants it, like...
Yeah, he's only picking lads now that will run for him. Like, he's made 53 changes to all his teams' starting lineups in the Premier League this season. That's 8 more than anyone else, which is a bad sign, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
He's going switching systems every day. They don't look like they're coached well.
No, they don't. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, they just don't know what they're doing. Like, they've no identity. And I think... do you listen to Roy Keane and Gary Neville?
I listened to a little bit of Roy Keane.
Yeah.
Who I was actually... He's not that bad as a pundit.
No, he was grand.
Yeah.
But just get him to dissect the game.
He doesn't have much of a tactical eye.
Yeah. No, like, if you put him on the iPad now, I'd say he'd throw it out the window.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know how to work it, I'd say.
Even Johnny Giles could figure that out. Like, come on. Well, he could half figure it out.
Don't get me started on Johnny Giles, the biggest spoofer of all time. Second only to Dunphy.
Those two peas in a pod right there.
Oh, God, yeah. Liverpool, thought they were good. Klein, very good. Didn't know if he was alive or not. But I thought his fitness levels were outrageous.
For not playing so much, yeah. He was running for ages out there.
I seen he was passing out Mane there at one stage. I prefer Mane on the right, actually. He's usually on the left, but I prefer him on the right. And that kind of fucked up Mourinho's tactics as well, didn't it? Didn't really expect Mane to be on the...
Right, and I'm sure Mourinho, with the way his brain is right now too, he probably put a strap in his own head about it too.
Because he picked Dalot and Darmian on that side to stop Robertson and Mane. But Mane ended up on the other side, so that kind of fuck things up.
Darmian's not the kind of player you could switch sides on. He's shit, isn't he?
Darmian's poor, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's very poor. Did you see the video Lingard and Pogba had out the day before the game?
No, I didn't.
They were just dancing in a video. Like, it was outrageous. It's just, oh my god. I think Lingard is one of the most irritating players out there. See, with all these hand signs and stuff after he scores the goal, stupid dances.
That's part of why I like him, because he's a goal.
He is an absolute goal. He's just, I'd love to sit down and talk to him. I say he's a tick man.
Oh, absolutely.
At least Pogba has a bit of intelligence there. He speaks about 7 different languages.
Right.
Yeah, so he's a little bit intelligent.
I'd imagine it'd be like trying to have a conversation with John Joe Shelby.
Yeah.
Not too bright.
One-way traffic.
Yep. Shaqiri, 2 goals. Excellent. And I saw him quoted saying that, he's like, I had a great time at Stoke, but Liverpool with better players around me. Now I can really show what I'm at. He was excellent.
Yeah. The minute he commanded the pitch, he ran the show, really. One-touch passes, taking the ball to feet, turning, giving it out wide. You see him just before the first goal as well. He's pointing to players, telling them where they are.
Yeah.
He's like the director of the orchestra, really. Like,
instead of pointing right at his feet.
Yeah. And throwing a strap when he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just pointing. Yeah, I just spotted that before the first goal. But
yeah, I like that. Good intelligence.
Yeah. He's very intelligent, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a good player. Really good player.
Got deflections of the goals, but he deserved a bit of luck for the way he played.
Yeah. And so did Liverpool, really.
Yeah. So United. That crisis is back.
Yeah, it's coming to a head. I think they'll wait till after the Champions League. They get knocked out of the Champions League because they'll have to pay him 7 million less.
Right, I saw that. Yeah, it was like 27 or 25 to 18 million.
Yeah, so they'll probably just save a few pounds. Plus, they have no one to get. They'll probably go balls out for Pochettino in the summer, but I'd stay away from that if I was him.
Arsenal's winning streak is over. Left at 5th place after, 22 matches unbeaten. Yeah. Not much to show for it.
No,
and the loss to Southampton to end it.
Yeah, Emery said that after the game yesterday. Like, they've been unbeaten in 22 games, and they're still only 5th, miles off the top. They're down a nice few defenders, and they got beaten with pretty routine goals, weren't they? Yeah,
Leno won't be too happy with himself either after that, and
yeah, I don't think he's a good goalkeeper.
I'm not too convinced by him.
No, I don't. You couldn't put the house in him.
I'd have Dubravka over him any day, that's for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Leno was very good with his feet. That's the only thing. For the winner, he should have just stayed in his line.
How about him flapping at the cross? Oh.
Yeah, great cross by Shane Long.
Sure. Good assist on the winner.
Have to give him a bit of credit, man. Every now and again.
And Charlie Austin, I like him.
Yeah.
Good grafter, like old school number 9.
He is, isn't he? He's a throwback to the 90s.
So bad he's not Irish. He would fit right in.
Yeah, I'd say we'd find somebody Irish in him. I'd say if we got,
right.
If we look fair
there
enough.
Might be an Irish granny in there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, there's talks of actually Mick going after Nathan Redmond.
Really?
Yeah, there's somebody Irish in him. And he's played once for England, but that was only a friendly. That doesn't count.
Right.
So, he'd be a nice addition.
The top managers like him,
yeah.
Guardiola has nice things to say about him, and just never really put it all together yet.
Yeah, a bit of pace.
Yeah.
He's not that old. He's only 23, 24.
Right.
Yeah, he's exactly what we need, a bit of pace out wide. I'd take him.
Mkhitaryan, a brace for Arsenal. Good to see him doing well. I like him.
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Harshly done at United.
Absolutely.
They could do with him now, couldn't they? Bit of creativity. Yeah, he's a good player. He's always in the goals.
He finds his name on the score sheet. Yeah, plenty.
Yeah, and he's Armenian as well. Like he must be some hero.
Oh yeah. Well, they lost to Gibraltar, so
yeah, true.
Maybe not one of them. And he was in the team that day too.
Yeah,
which is the worst part of that one.
Isn't it?
I'll tell you what I was pleased about. Newcastle getting a win on the road. They've got a even goal differential on the road this season. -8 at home. Don't know what that's all about, but Rafa's putting it together away from home. They gave up about 85% of the possession to Huddersfield and still managed to not be threatened the whole match. The compactness in the defense, outstanding. Kieran Clark is a new man playing on the left side of a back 3.
Yeah, it's good to see Kieran Clark doing well.
Yeah.
But Rondon's the man, isn't he?
Oh, geez, 4th goal in 6 games. It was the only chance he had, and he tucked it away.
Yeah, it was a good goal. Very good move, actually.
Yeah, and a great move. And after bashing him last week, Javier Manquillo with the decisive pass for the goal.
Yeah, no, it's good to see Newcastle doing well.
I'm pleased about that. They did a terrible start. And yeah, climbing up that very terrible bottom of the table. There's really 3 levels of the Premiership this season, it seems like.
Yeah, there is. There's the top 2. You have a whole lot.
You got 5 or 6 below them. And then the bottom half is just dross.
Yeah, it is. You win in one game and you move up to 11th or 12th.
Right. So yeah, you got Wolves 2, Bournemouth 0, Watford 3, Cardiff 2, which actually sounds like it would have been an entertaining match, but those are teams just going nowhere.
Yeah, they're just happy where they are.
Yeah.
And one of them, like, who gets sucked into a relegation battle as well. Bournemouth are on a serious bad run.
They are.
They've lost 6 out of 7 or something like that.
Might be it for them, maybe, but...
Yeah, like, Eddie Howe was the messiah there about a month ago. Then he can't stop losing games.
I'd say he doesn't buy the best players he could.
Yeah.
I think he leaves something to be desired there with his selections.
He says that himself, I think. He says that's his one downfall is buying players. He spent savage money on Jordan Ibe.
Was it like 20 million he spent on Jordan Ibe?
Yeah. And he had a lot of potential, but I don't know what went wrong with him.
Chelsea fans managed to not disgrace themselves at Brighton as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
They won 2-1. Hazard, good again. Great player.
Yeah. That's his first goal for a long time.
Yeah, great pass for Pedro to just tap in the other.
Yeah, he plays in spurts, really, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He has like 10 good games and then 10 very average ones. But when he's on song, he's the best player in the league, really, isn't he?
I'd say so, yeah. But is there any player more important to his team than Wilf Zaha?
No, there isn't. No, the stats are outrageous, aren't they, in his favour?
Right. And he was the man in their 1-0 win over Leicester. Didn't get the goal, but pretty much controlled the match, was the best player for either side.
Yeah.
He just does so much for him.
I think they haven't won a game in 2 years or something without him.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. And he gets injured a bit because he gets absolutely timbered. Yeah.
Right, because they rely on him so much. Yeah. It's a big weight on the shoulders, I'm sure.
Yeah, I could see Roy get a win there because they were going poor enough.
How do you feel about Roy?
Yeah, I don't mind. He's harmless, right?
Yeah, right, isn't he?
He's 72 now, I think.
Yeah.
He's trying to be hanging up I don't know, what's he hanging up? The boots or the...
Yeah. The whistle, the clipboard?
Yeah, the clipboard.
Was it Casillas who was saying today, it was one of the old goalies that's still playing, was saying today that, oh yeah, you keep asking me when I'm going to hang it up, one of the old managers going to be too old to manage.
Yeah.
Interesting point there.
Yeah, he still wants to play for Spain,
Yeah.
Yeah, some keeper in his time.
Bit of ego on him, but he's a keeper.
Yeah, he deserves it now.
Yes. NFL, my Bears, they're going to the playoffs. They won the division. A year ahead of schedule for them. Beat the Packers. I'm a happy man with that.
Yeah, good win.
Yeah. Trubisky's back. He's got 2 touchdowns. If they're going to do anything in the playoffs, he's got to be better. Too streaky.
He needs to get a bit of consistency, doesn't he?
Yeah. Bears, 7 wins in 8 games, peaking at the right time. Unlike Rams, who have won once in their last 3. Jared Goff was shit.
He was terrible, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was bad last week against the Bears as well.
I was wondering if he's carrying like a knock in his shoulder or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was a few absolute dud throws he had.
Yeah.
I wonder did the Bears break him?
Could be.
Yeah, I think people are figuring out offenses now, aren't they? There's only so many plays you can run, aren't there?
Right.
You know?
Well, and that's what it ends up being too, like high-level American football like that. It ends up being a chess match.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many ways to arrange.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and good defense is hard to beat, isn't it?
It is.
You know?
I'd rather watch a good offense beat a good defense, but
yeah.
But I'd like them to be in there with a shout and try and stuff and be challenged.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. There's a lot of shutouts this weekend as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, a fair few, like Colts.
Yeah.
Beat the Cowboys, which we said first here.
Yeah.
So it's 23-zip on that one, and Cowboys stinker. That NFC East, there's 4 just terrible teams in there. Like, very.
Yeah, and the Eagles are back in it now as well.
They are. Nick Foles came off the bench, one of our own, and started. Turns out when you got the Super Bowl MVP on your bench, that's a good man to have.
Yeah, he was good. He's kind of Lucky Charm, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, he's a decent quarterback. They had a 15% chance of getting to the playoffs before yesterday. That's the same 15% that Donald Trump had of getting elected. So
that'll be good for the hashtags on this episode of the podcast.
Yeah, and there's more things that had a 15% chance as well. I can't think of some random stuff. So yeah, you can't see the Eagles though getting through, can you?
No, too many weaknesses.
Yeah,
they just haven't been good this year. What if they got a bit complacent or something?
Very injury prone.
Yeah, that too. It doesn't help. Did you see the video of the Bears celebrating in their dressing room after their win?
No.
That looks like fucking out in Coppers. Like,
yeah,
yokes and everything. Like, they had the lights
job.
flashing. Like, the boys are just hopping around dancing. Sound like that great sound system in the dressing room there. But yeah, they had the full, like, light system going. The only thing missing was, like, a fog machine. It looked great.
Was that win tied up that conference, did it? Or was it tied up already?
No, it did now, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's
with the Rams' loss.
Yeah, that's why maybe they went for a bit of a party.
Fair few teams that could win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. all the teams that were on song earlier on the year are falling behind, and the teams that were teetering on the edge are getting better now.
Right.
So it's hard. It's very hard to know. It's very hard to predict now.
It's going to be a good January of that, though. The playoffs should be good.
They will be very good, yeah. You'd have a lot of good teams.
Yeah, your Seahawks.
Oh, Jesus. What went wrong there?
I don't know. I didn't watch it because it was the 49ers, so.
Yeah, I thought it was like that. What was the spread, I wonder?
Oh, good question. I don't know.
Like, it must have been 15?
Yeah, 10 to 15, I would say, probably.
Yeah, like, did you see Janikowski's attempt at a tackle?
What'd you call that in the
Oh, it wasn't even an attempt, was it? He just ran off.
Yeah, it just jogged off. It just so happened to be the return. Like, he didn't even stick an arm out at him.
No.
Like, or even tried to trip him. Like, come on. And he's a big unit, too. Like,
oh, massive.
And that's pure beer. Like, that's timber.
That's beer and sausages.
Yeah. I love him. Just an ignorant Polak. Like, he's a
kicker,
funny man. Yeah.
Very good kicker.
First round draft pick.
Was he first round?
Yeah, he's like the only one that's ever been taken in the first round.
Because he's like...
It was John Gruden that did it, Oakland Raiders.
That makes sense. Was it worth it?
That is a good question. Apparently, they broke it down like financially in terms of the wins. Yes, it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So a good kicker is worth his...
Apparently. Well, and he was extremely good when he was young.
Yeah.
And he's still good enough to be in the league.
Decent, yeah. Lovely left peg in him.
Oh, good left peg.
Plenty of power behind it.
Yeah. You wouldn't mind him taking your 45s.
No. He'd be like a Began. He'd be like a goalkeeper now in Gaelic football.
Except for having to put in the effort. He'd have to get in front of the ball.
Stopping the ball.
Pats lost to the Steelers, which hurt the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
but the Pats kind of dud. That's a team you'd expect to be peaking now.
Are they cooked?
Not as long as they got Belichick and Tomas Brady.
Yeah, that's coming to an end though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has to.
Yeah.
Jeez, just Mother Nature, like.
I'd be surprised if they win another Super Bowl.
Yeah, Brady was poor yesterday.
He was. He's starting to show it a little bit.
Yeah, it's time for him, like, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd say they should have drafted a quarterback, shouldn't they?
I'm surprised they haven't, yeah.
Should have drafted Lamar Jackson or something. They could have had Lamar.
Oh, jeez, he was great again, too.
Yeah, they could have had him last year, I think, if they wanted him.
And he's displaced a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, they've officially named him the starter, so, like, he would have had the talent, I think, to have gone to the Patriots. That's a good shout.
Yeah. So they're going to have to pick up a quarterback from somewhere.
Yeah. The Jalen Samuels for Pittsburgh stepped right into the shoes of James Conner, who stepped right into Le'Veon Bell's shoes. So 142 yards.
I'm beginning to think that running backs aren't all that important.
I think the NFL started to figure that out, too.
Yeah.
They used to be, like, the top draft picks, but the importance of the quarterbacks is so much higher now.
A top one is probably worth its money.
Yeah, and it's so hard to get one to play a lot of years now, too.
Yeah. Just, they take so much punishment, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Nick Chubb had 20 carries yesterday.
That's not even that many.
No. Like, it's not that many. Or Saturday was on. Like, it's not that many. But I was just watching. I was like, geez, they're just giving him the ball the whole time. Give the man a break. Surely that's, like, toward the fourth quarter that takes its toll.
Absolutely.
It must, like, just physically, oh, Jesus, no, another play. Yeah.
Well, then you get some guys like, Marshawn Lynch was playing last year. Adrian Peterson's still doing it for the Redskins. And that's such an anomaly, and I'm sure they're clean.
They're about as clean now as Tyson Fury.
Well, the thing that interests me, I actually find that the PED shit interesting, because it's just sports science, and the regulations. It's just like a dance kind of thing. Like,
yeah. Team Sky, there was a lot of controversy about him this weekend. Your man, Geraint Thomas, won BBC Sports Person of the Year. Beat Lewis Hamilton to it. It was like people were just going off their minds because he's with Team Sky and with all the drugs, the drug culture there.
Right.
And the laptops gone missing and a lot of paperwork gone missing. People with TUEs and Froome having twice the amount of salbutamol in his system and all that kind of stuff. So,
well, cycling is one of the sports that's like on the forefront of the newest in, you'd call it doping, but in, sports science.
Yeah. It's science, alright, isn't it?
It is. It's chemistry.
It's chemistry, yeah. I like chemistry in that team.
And look, if you don't want to do everything that it takes to win, play snooker.
Yeah.
Did you see this guy, Mark Allen, say he was playing hungover and he had some beers during the intermission of the snooker final? He's like, that's what calmed my nerves and got me the win. He's like, I was all over the place. He called himself a disgrace for drinking every night of the tournament.
Did he?
Yes. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, and you have all these Asian guys coming in there, probably fit as fiddles and doing sports science and recovery sessions and stuff like that, and then you have the boys going on the sauce, which is great to see.
Yeah, the quote was, "I don't deserve to be in the final the way I've treated the tournament this week. I had a couple drinks during the interval and felt a bit better after it because I was really struggling out there."
Straightening fluid.
At least he's honest, he needed the cure.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Did you watch any rugby this weekend?
I saw the Munster game. It was on at the same time as the Leinster and back game, so I was watching the
Left
Munster
a lot
game.
on the table there, Munster.
They did, yeah. Carberry was poor from the tee. Munster were a little bit soft, I thought.
Right?
Cast really tore into them. Like, Cast really, were a disgrace, to be honest. They were living on the edge, and they were going past the edge a lot of the time. Rory Cockett's been cited now for gouging as well. I think he did it twice, actually. You can't put your hand on someone's face now. But yeah, Munster kind of didn't like it.
No, they went right at him, like hit him on the jaw kind of thing.
Yeah, but then again, they should have won. Like if they took their kicks and took the
No, they should have. They took a lot of penalties.
Yeah, Murray missed one. Carberry missed a few. If they took their chances, they'd have won. But I wouldn't be too worried about it.
CJ Stander kept him in it for a while too. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, the scrum was good. Scrum was good again, but it's very, very hard conditions, isn't it?
Yeah, it looked pretty shit.
Yeah,
Especially then you compare it to today.
Yeah,
24 degrees, sunny all day here.
she's lovely today.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh man, gorgeous.
Johnny Sexton. Oh, what a player.
Yeah, see the
Leinster
kick.
just destroyed him.
See the kick to the winger in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's class.
yeah,
I only saw a bit of the highlights there, but yeah, that was a fairly routine win for them.
40,000 in the Aviva for that.
Was
Not
there?
bad.
40,000 dubs. Jesus, you couldn't pay me to go.
Yeah. Hurling?
Yeah, a bit of hurling.
We're fucking flying it today.
Going up.
But before we do, it's a good time to remind everybody that today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by our good friends at Dan McInerney and Sons, Claire's leading store. Remember, Dan's has all of your Christmas shopping needs, including a full range of washers from Honda and all other leading brands, in stock at knockdown prices, conveniently located on the Mill Road in the center of Venice. Remember, Dan's don't have it. You don't need it.
Yeah, they had their Christmas party there Saturday night. I was getting a few calls on Snapchat of all things. Yeah, they were looking well. Remember a few years ago we had a very wild one. It wasn't great for business.
No?
Well, we were thrown out of a few pubs and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Get the reputation, a little bit of a dig there.
Yeah, but look, we got him back and we got him back.
Look, it's Ennis, like.
It's in us. Exactly. Who cares?
Limerick tip, Munster Hurling League. Doesn't get bigger than that.
Waste of time. Canlon looked sharp, didn't he?
Looked alright?
Yeah, I was looking at a buff story. Canlon was looking sharp, but hurling should not be played in December.
Yes, 3-6 to 11 points at the break, like.
Yeah, a lot of wides. December is drinking season. There should be no hurling allowed.
I think we found the name of today's episode right there. That's a good one. Callan had 2-8 for him.
Look very sharp.
Yeah.
Fairness to
Must
Buffy.
not drink.
No, he does. All those tip boys drink. Heard a lot of stories down through the years.
Eddie Brennan doesn't know why lads wouldn't want to play for their county. He's having some trouble getting the best Leash hurlers into his side.
Yeah, that's always been a problem with Leash. You have the camera spies don't get on with anyone in the county. And Ross King pulled out as well after getting his face broken by one of the Camross lads.
That's understandable.
That's understandable, but yeah, I just don't understand. I suppose like it's a massive commitment, and Leash aren't exactly going to win anything.
Right.
So, but you'd want to give it a go, like for Eddie Brennan, wouldn't you?
Man, he seems like such a likable guy.
Brilliant analyst. He's one of the better ones out there now.
I'd still fit in hurling at a decent level.
Very sharp now, judging by Buff again there. Another
Yeah.
shout out to Buff.
Strong content as always from Buff.
Yeah, how is he getting away with it? I wonder.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe the GA are delighted.
I'm surprised that like RTE or someone haven't hired him, sent him out for a bit of training on just how to speak better, put him on as an analyst at some point.
Yeah, he's
Because he's actually got a decent eye for hurling.
oh, very good eye, yeah.
Like he knows his shit.
Yeah, very good eye. His club were playing in a Munster final there last weekend, and he didn't go to it. So he's a bit of an odd fish, I'd say.
Huh.
Bit of a madman. RT wouldn't hire him or anything because he's just a loose cannon.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, what's his local club? It would be Lixnaw? Is that where he's from?
No, I don't think so. No, it's killed something. I think. Did you see the Corky Queeve ran into millions upon millions upon millions? I'll say over its head.
Financial irregularities.
Yeah. I wonder what went on there.
I'd say the money's resting in an account somewhere.
And just the coincidence that Frank Murphy has gone
Yeah.
this year. I suppose they probably give all the jobs to their buddies and their cronies, and they're like, oh, charge what you want there, lads.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We had the same problem in Cusick Park. They just basically knocked the stand and built it back the same way as it was and painted a different colour.
Have you been to the new dressing rooms at Camilla yet?
Are they up?
I don't know. The last I saw was in September where they were pouring the foundations.
Oh, jeez, I don't know. No. We were using a caravan there last year.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, 2 caravans we were using there last year.
So the new dressing rooms are needed.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's awful, really. Especially it's grand for lads, but camogie players and stuff getting changed and stuff. It's not. Yeah, it's not conducive now to women.
Got anything else for the week, Connor?
No.
So we'll be back on Thursday, and then week off for Christmas because I'll be gone to Chicago. But we'll get our Christmas spectacular on Thursday, which will be the same bollocks that it usually is.
Yeah, we'll have to bring something extra for Thursday now, or awards or something like that.
Now we're talking. That's a good idea. Year-end awards.
Yeah.
If you have any categories for our year-end awards, be sure to tweet us or get at us on Instagram. We're at Pikey Podcast. You can hear us Tuesday and Friday mornings Irish time on YouTube and SoundCloud. And we'll see you later.
Tights out.